Good afternoon, folks. It is I, the one, the only, Big, and I mean Big D, coming to you live and in person. Now, before we get started, help a brother out. Come on, man, help a brother out. It won't hurt. All you got to do is put your mind to it and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. That's right, subscribe. And look, this won't hurt you either, but hit that bell. That way you'll get to see all and get notified of all this exciting stuff, so you won't miss it, like how you can save money. Have you done it yet? Give me a minute. Okay, good. Now we got that done. Got that out of the way. I feel much better, don't you? Now, what is going on today is that I got, and you seen the thumbnail, that's an actual picture of my dash. And that's the dreaded wrench light. And one of the major reasons that wrench light will come on is the throttle body. And so what I'm doing today is I'm going to replace the throttle body and see if that works. Now, to get it to this point, there's a attachment right here. You see the two hose attachments, and this is upside down. It normally goes like that. Okay. Now this end here, to the right where my foot is, right there, that connects to the throttle body right there. Those are the two disconnects for those hoses under there. And the other connects there. That takes a minute to take off. Excuse me, 8mm screw. It's off. Two of them. Ta-da! It comes right off. And disconnect those two. And they just basically squeeze. And it's got those little squeeze clamps. And they can only fit in one, so you won't screw it up when you put it back. It only goes back one way. Because one tube is bigger than the other. That's why. So once that's out of the way, you get to this. And this here just lifts off. They actually basically slide that under this blue tape. This here. And I don't know if we can reattach it or not. I'll have to get it off. And down here is a peg. See it right there? That fits up into that hole there. And you take a screwdriver and just pull it out. And this unclips. And that's basically it. And it's 4 bolts. And I've taken 2 out. You can see I'm just taking the other 2 out. And this thing should come right off. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this. It cost me $240. I got the Hitachi at AutoZone. So we're going to replace this. And this is the most common reason for that to come on. And it'll cause your transmission to shift funny, all kinds of goofy stuff. And mainly it's the throttle body. It takes 14 days to get it into the Ford dealer to look at it. So when I get this thing off, we'll be able to tell a lot by just looking at it. And there's a way to relearn this, and I'll tell you about that here once I get it out. Let's get this out. And this should come right out. Oh, it's got the one over here. Sorry. I got 3 out. I got to get the 4th one. This thing will just pop right out. And we'll see how dirty it is. Doing this with one hand is not a whole lot of fun, trust me. But we do what we do. Now this can save you a lot of headaches, time, and money by just doing it yourself. And there's where that gasket is. Okay, I gotta do one of those too. Probably don't need it, but okay, take a look at this. Yeah, it's dirty. Oh yeah. Yeah, this throttle body. I'll show you what I mean by dirty. You can see it. I mean, it's could have used a good clean. Look how dark it is down under there. I mean, this could have used a good clean. It's actually stuck open. If you look, you'll see it's actually open. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's actually, I can see light. Let's see if I can get where you can see that light through the top up there. It shouldn't be that way. So that throttle body doesn't look too good. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you the new one. Oh, actually this one's open a little too, so I guess that's okay. But Look how clean that is. Yeah, this is Hitachi. This cost $240 at AutoZone. I'm gonna set this. Let me find a place to set this phone down, since that's what I'm using to record with. Let's try that. Now, it may not be on it, that's okay. I'm not trying to worry too much about it. I'm going to go ahead and pull the gasket. That's the gasket right there. And see if hopefully she didn't lock this car down over here. That, but there's the gasket. I'll see if this works. I don't like this one as much as I do the old one, because this one has this little tab thing up there. See that little tabby thing? It's top there. This new one doesn't have that, which I actually prefer it. But I'll show you where it goes as soon as I get it out. When I get it in, I'll show you where it went. See if this thing actually fits it. Okay, let's see. Should go right in there. I mean, if you're going to do it, you may as well replace the gasket too. Yeah, sounds easier than it is, trust me. But you'll see it here in a minute. It's got to be stretched a little, which is no big deal. Okay, get in here. All right, make sure it's in there all the way around by pushing in. Okay. And you can see it, the new one in there. And that's where it goes. Now there's a little peg up here that this one fitted. And I'm just going to go ahead and replace it since I'm already this far. And hold on, I'll put the new throttle body back in and put the 4 bolts in. You can see it being cranked down. Put this phone back in here. Like I said, you may not be exactly on it to see it, but I only have 2 hands, unfortunately, and let's make sure that's going to fit. Yep. Let's get the bolts back in. Oh, this is one of the easier throttle. ProMaster is all the way in the back of the engine. It'd be a joy in life to get to. This one here is at least up front, which is nice. That's an 8mm screw. The hoses, the bolts for the hoses, the clamps are 7mm, so you know the size. Let's get this back in here. As soon as I get these screws in, I'll let you see it. I don't know if you can or not, but come on. There's those 2, and here's these 2. Throttle body care is an important issue in any vehicle. Just so people understand that if you don't take care of it, you're going to have all kinds of issues, and you can avoid yourself a lot of headaches by just cleaning them and taking care of it. Basic service on these things is an important issue, and I'm going to crank these on real quick just to snug them up a little bit. To show you what I've done. And when you do these, what you want to do is do the bottom left, top right, bottom right, top left, and you tighten them so that they snug up against the gasket good. You don't want to over torque them either, because it's going into plastic, just so you know. So you don't need to over torque these things down, you just need to snug them down. But when you put them on, you want to seat to that gasket. You want to make sure you seat to that gasket right. So Get this one here snugged up a little, and you'll see the new one. Now you can see it, this is not taking a whole lot of effort or time. Okay, now let's get the camera back on it. There it is. Now I gotta snug up here. So don't ever tighten it. Snug up at the top one, and don't ever tighten it. Snug up the bottom one. Yeah, gotta get the thing on it. Helps when I get the ratchet and socket on it. Snug this up. Now I'll set the phone down and go around and do that again, just to make sure to get it good and snug. So you know what I'm doing. Tight. 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 And tight. Let me find the old one. See if I can get this little thing out of it. I'll show you once I get it out. Oh, okay. Now this, that little this is interesting, but you see that little thing here, this piece of plastic that it attaches to? This unscrews counterclockwise. It's threaded. Take that off. I'll get the phone back up. It helps hold this above it. Okay, let me get a better grip of the phone. Like I said, I'm doing this one-handed, so you're going to have to bear with me, but you're getting the idea. Okay, now we just basically put it in that screw hole up here. If I get it in there right. Okay. And you just, where is it? There it is. You just screw it back down. Okay, just like I'm doing. You just tighten it back down clockwise and counterclockwise to get it off. Get it down there, and then we're going to push that tape back under there, or actually put tape around it, some electrical tape, and that'll hold that tube up there. That comes off. This goes back up in this hole here. It just pushes in like that. You can see it now. Pushed in. And this. And you got a lock on it. I'll show you what I mean by a lock. Okay, see that red tab? How it's out? Push it in. Now it locks in. For the most part, we're just about done. We got to attach the plastic tubing back on and tighten it down, and that will basically be the installation of a throttle body on a Ford Transit. As you can tell, it didn't take any work. I wonder, I thought we can get that to go under there too. Let's see. There's that side. Well, it'll take two hands to do that. I don't know if I can get the camera over here or not.